Welcome to the Real Estate Marathon Podcast, your guide in the race to financial freedom through real estate investing and sound financial practices. This podcast is for anyone interested in learning more about real estate investing, personal finances, and a new take on traditional retirement. Now, here are your hosts, Larry Fierro and Mike Moe.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Real Estate Marathon Podcast, your Monday morning motivation finale?
Finale.
Season finale, Mr. Fierro. And I like how you came in there and said addition for me, since this is literally the fifth time it took us to record that, because I kept saying Mona Nation.
Yeah. Money Nation I'd go with.
Money Nation?
Money Nation. Yeah.
But I'm glad we finally got that right. But yeah, we're here. We're putting the cap on season 1 of the Real Estate Marathon Podcast, aren't we?
Season finale, my friend. So that means we have to leave them with a cliffhanger. So I'll think about that by the end.
There you go. Usually season finales are like extra long and like they're super drawn out and dramatic, but we don't have any of that for you today, unfortunately. But we are jumping on Monday morning, just to give you guys a little heads up that we are closing season 1 out, like we just mentioned, and we're going to come back with season 2 in a handful of weeks here, and I should say TBD for the release date on that season 2. But we're really taking a step back because we're reassessing our goals here at the Real Estate Marathon Podcast. And as we've said a handful of times on the podcast, our goal, Larry and I, when we started this, a year and a half ago now?
Year and a half, yeah.
Was to try to bring this information, this concept of financial freedom, concept of financial independence and real estate and investing to people as soon as possible, right? We always said if we had this information 10 years earlier, well, geez, man, we'd be way better off, right? So that was kind of our whole goal with starting this, is how can we get this out to the masses? How can we get more people educated about their finance, making smart decisions about finances, helping people get involved and get started in real estate if they want to? And what we want to do is we just want to make sure we're being as impactful with that goal as we can. So that's what we're doing over these next handful of weeks. We're going to take a step back and make sure that, what we're doing here at the Real Estate Marathon Podcast is achieving those goals as effectively as possible.
Absolutely. And it's been a great run so far for season 1. And, we kind of want to step back and do our goals. It's January, towards the beginning of January, 2021, and we're just following our own advice. We're reassessing our goals. We're trying to make sure we're on target for what we're trying to accomplish with the podcast. And we're going to be tweaking it and making some changes if we feel that we're not on target. And, if we're on target with certain things, then we're going to keep doing what's working. So,
yeah. For sure,
and, man. It's just I'm very excited about the future, and I think that we're going to be rocking and rolling in 2021 on season 2. I wanted to let everybody know, and Mike wanted to let everybody know that, we're going to be taking a few weeks, TBD, handful of weeks, however, and just getting everything squared away. So when we come back, we're going to come out of the gate strong for everybody out there.
For sure, man. Yeah, but I think it's, I haven't looked at, but I think what are we at? Like 107, 110 episodes or something like that?
110 episodes. So there's plenty to go back and re-listen to, get caught up on season 1. Season 2, we're only coming back as a season 2 because we weren't canceled.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we got renewed for another season, right?
We did.
The network didn't cut us off.
That's right. They're not going to cut us off, and I'm still
moving to prime time,
Facebook and Twitter, so that's good. They haven't suspended me yet, so good.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And and I've got a cliffhanger. I came up with a cliffhanger.
I came up with one too. I hope it's the same one. You go.
It is the same one. No, you go ahead. I think it is.
The cliffhanger is at the end of season 1, after 110 episodes of talking to me from the frozen tundra out east, Mr. Fierro is headed south.
I am headed south.
Hitting the Sunshine State.
That's right. I wasn't going to tell him that was going to be the cliffhanger. I was going to tell him I was living it up in Florida. New York. I'm heading out of New York, and I wasn't going to tell him what state it was, but because that was the cliffhanger, I was going to be like, tune in. Will he end up in North Carolina? Will he end up in Atlanta? I don't know.
Right. Where in the world does Mr. Fierro land?
That's right.
Well, I ruined it. It's Tampa or somewhere near, but
that's all right. I will be coming back.
Yeah. So we've been talking about it for a while, man. Getting out of the cold and getting out of the
financial independence, the financial freedom has allowed myself to be able to make this call. I'm hooking up my camper. I'm going to be full-time RVing. And very excited about that. And we're going to be down there basically living the life of our dreams. That's what this real estate financial independence stuff is all about.
Yep. And in what that small podunk town in New York. So
That's right. I'm out. I've washed my truck up. The camper's all set to go. I just got to hook it up, and I got to make a couple stops on the way down south to see some people and do some networking, so we can keep our growth in the business going, and hit down there and come back to you in a couple weeks or whenever we get everything squared away, and look forward to coming to you from Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, absolutely. So like I said, we're still dead set on this goal, right? Like this goal of educating as many people about personal finances and real estate, and helping people find their own matrix moment. We talk about that a lot, right? The red and the blue pill. And, once you learn this stuff, you can't unlearn it. You just see the world differently, and it's an amazing thing. So we definitely want to continue on that. And, it wouldn't be right if we ended season 1 without a little bit of gratitude on everybody who's listening, the tens of thousands of people that we know that, see tuning in to every episode. It really, really is appreciated. And the feedback and the comments and, the guests that we've had on this, sharing their knowledge and opening up to help our listeners as well. It's all around. It's been a fantastic effort, and we really do appreciate everybody tuning in. So.
Yeah, the appreciation that we have and the gratitude is just is limitless, and that's pretty much everything I've got. I'm excited to get headed out tomorrow or the next day and get some vitamin D therapy with some sunshine.
Heck yeah, yep. All right, man, that's all I got here. So thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Real Estate Marathon Podcast. We'll see you on season 2.
Dun dun dun. Take care.
Thanks for listening to the Real Estate Marathon Podcast. If you found value in any of the content from this show, consider supporting us in the following ways. Subscribe to the Real Estate Marathon Podcast. Leave a rating and review. Continue the conversation with like-minded individuals on social media by heading over to the Real Estate Marathon Podcast Facebook group, or follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Real Estate Marathon Podcast.